Hey everybody, welcome back, welcome back. This week we're going to continue on with some refinement on this orc sculpt that I started a couple weeks ago. I worked a little bit of it up off camera to kind of refine the shape, added and fixed these giant teeth that he's got in the front, and just kind of refined some of the shapes around the eyes and the cheeks, and like this portion of the face. Today I thought we would further work on the refinement, adding more details, and maybe work up some of this layering with the beard with tubes. So I think that's where I'm going to start today, is coming up with a solution for um, the beard with utilizing tubes. So I'm going to start there, see if we can get something going. I'm just going to create a basic tube, and I think the key with these tubes is creating some kind of a profile that's going to make sense as like an organic form, like multiple strands of hair that a beard would have. And I think the way that we do that is through a custom profile utilizing tubes. I think these should all be white, so they're a little bit softer. We might change that, but we'll see. And we're just basically playing around with shape to figure out what it is. Whoop, that might work. It's not bad. Maybe this should be down. Make that larger. Bring this in. Bring these in. Maybe add one there. Whoop, bring that down. Let's see what that looks like. Paint. All right, that's actually not too bad. And then we will add another point for the radius to kind of get that to a pointed shape. Bring that up a little. And then to kind of further, once we get this roughed in, you know, where that's going to go. And I have snap turned off at this point, so it's not like pushing up against the existing geometry, because I don't want it to do that. I'm going to add a twist, 2 twists, to kind of drive that point home. Let's see what that looks like. That's actually not bad. Excuse me. Maybe we make this end a little bit bigger. I'm kind of feeling that. I kind of like that. So let's see if we can continue on with that kind of thing. Maybe just copy it, clone it. Kind of place it, you know, where it works, wherever it works. And it can overlap somewhat. It's not a big deal. Maybe too much, or not enough, rather. Just playing with shape. Maybe this one has too many. Let's see if we'll show it in viewport. Might have too many points. So we can kind of shape that up. I think it's towards the top here. Maybe we can shallow them out. I think same with this one too. All right. Moving right along. Clone that. Scoot that down. I'm going to turn that show and viewport off for this guy. Bring him in. I think. And maybe really kind of broaden him out. So that hair really becomes kind of like a jumble, like real hair would be, you know. For this, I'm going to add more radius points as well and really start to bring out the shape. There we go. How's that looking? It's not terrible. And all this is completely refinable, you know. But I like where that's headed. Copy the one we were just working on. Sorry, clone it. Scoot that over. And this is all really just to taste, you know. You could change the look of your profile entirely to something that's better suits your taste. It's too far over. Do whatever you want. That's the neat thing about all of it, you know. I'm actually gonna move this guy back. So it's kind of coming down. Give it another point. Oh. Bring that over. What's that look like? Yeah, not wild about that yet. Twist it. Here we go. So we're literally just building shapes upon shape, you know, with these tubes. That's what makes the tube tool so amazing. And I think looking at this, what we'll do is once I get everything into a decent place, I'll validate it and then smooth out certain areas, carve in certain areas, things like that. So let's keep going. Clone that. This one can be smaller. That over. I'm gonna, for now, we'll just, so we can see the whole thing. Just playing with the shape. And starting to really kind of hone in on the flow, maybe, of that beard. I feel like this can be bigger. There we go. And then we'll figure out that little tie later. Maybe we can start to kind of shape that in. Okay, I like what that one's doing. This one, I feel like it needs to come out or something. More like that. And this shape, we might need another one or make it bigger. Something like that. Just building things up. Okay. Let's add another one. Oh, you know what? Let's just keep cloning it. It's just, you know, kind of a long process to get everything where you want it, but it's worth it in the end. I wonder if I can, what it looks like if I mirror that. Some of these. Yeah. Maybe at this point, we start to mirror some of it. Definitely in the interest of speeding things up for you guys. I think it's probably a good idea. Ugh, why does it keep bringing that up? I must be hitting the red. Clone, move. Bring them down here. Pushing and pulling on points. You know, putting them wherever makes sense. And we'll add like these little squiggly ones in as well in a little while. But it's amazing the power of that tube tool. With profiles, you can really kind of create something unique that looks like hair, you know, works like hair. I'm keeping this to kind of follow along as like a guideline, almost this shape of the beard. just so I have something to kind of go off of. You know, because if we look at it here, it's not too bad. I also think we need to start turning some of these maybe a little. Just for variety's sake. There. Real scruffy, kind of scraggly beard. Okay. His is kind of shortening up. So maybe it's a matter of starting to shorten this look up. It's not too bad. Let's see, if I turn this off, what does it look like? Yeah. It's kind of working. As a guideline. Clone. Just work our way up the shape of the beard. Oh. And you can get really intricate with it too, you know, as detailed as you want it to. With, you know, the different shapes, profiles. Whoop. Of your tubes. We're kind of doing it quickly, but I think I feel this can even be, you know, bigger. What did I do? What did I do? Huh. Never seen that before. It's odd. Oh, I've got it on group. Do I have it on group? There. Just a little bit more, I think. Shape that up. And I'll go back off camera and, you know, make adjustments too, I think. But I mean, overall, it's actually looking pretty good. Like, I think these here, these shapes need to be bigger. Just bigger in general. fill that out. Give it some more dimension. But yeah, I like that. Let's rotate that a little bit. Something like that. But you get the idea of how that whole thing is kind of coming together now. With tubes. Clone that. And how quickly and easily you can really refine things with it. It's a long one. I'll shorten this guy up. Forward, titch. Clone one more, I think. Maybe a couple more. Because these ones are pretty short. So maybe we shorten these up around here. We might deviate from the original sketch here. I don't know. Okay. That's not bad. So maybe we focus in. I wonder if I could do this all. I bet I can. Just with. I was gonna do multiple tubes past this, but I don't think I need to. I think what I can do. Yeah, let's play. Let's do something like this. You know. And then have that. Be your connection point. More or less. What does that look like? Yeah. And we can push and pull and all that kind of good stuff. In fact, let's refine it further. A little bit longer. Yeah, something like that. And then for that, for the little tie, that could also probably be a tube, right? Maybe with a snap-on. Snap, profile. And we're going to just shorten this guy way up. Even more, I think. Yeah. Something like that. See if we can get it. Might be tricky. I'm going to turn that profile in the viewport off. Let's just add a bunch of these points. Whoop. I don't know how I want to do this. Turn snap off for a minute. It's going to have a hard time because I think because of all of the curves and turns and all that kind of stuff, but let's see. Let's see if we can get it. And it doesn't have to be perfect either. Might be neat to just kind of do like a loose kind of fitted thing. Even that I don't mind. It's kind of neat. It's hard to see what's what. Yeah, I don't mind that. And then what we can do, let's see if we can get a color. Yeah. Whoop. Not too bad. Do that. A little bit bigger. Gets the idea across. Okay. I'm kind of curious to see if I smooth some of these out. Is that going to work? So I'm going to do that. So right now they're pretty. There's not much to them. That's too much. There we go. I don't even know if this necessarily needs it, but I might go back. I think that's cool because then smooth this a little bit more. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and validate a lot of that. I think it might be too sharp. Maybe not all of them, but maybe all of them. I don't know. Because I still want it to be. Let's turn this off just to see. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like where that's at. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Yeah. I think I'm going to refine this shape maybe a little bit more now. And start to add in some of these other teeth and whatnot. Like, those are cool. Wonder if they should be bigger. Like up here. Yeah. So let's clone that to get some of these other teeth shape in. Kind of like, well, I was gonna say kind of like that, but I think that's better. Mm-hmm. And then I like these little tiny teeth. Turn this Clone that guy. Scoot it over. Way down. These guys would be pretty small. I'll make it even smaller. Make them like funky or something. There. That works. I like that. So, what else we got? I think this nose, we can do that. Let's shape that a little bit better. I'm going to start to really hone in on details stuff, I think, now. So I'm going to bump him up, that nose, because right now it's pretty low, which is fine, you know, for the shape. But now I'm going to add in more detail work to it. So let's take him up to 300. Remesh it. It's fine. Get that smoothed out. Okay, really start to add in, you know, why it is a nose, these wrinkles and see, drag. I don't like that. Let's try creasing it first and see. Whoop. Wrong one. It's kind of neat. Too much. But I think that'll work. There we go. Maybe inflate this a little bit. All right. So shape-wise for that nose, it's pretty good. Let's refine that a little bit more. Angrier. Maybe push that in. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to take shape. Let's get some nostrils in there. Whoop. I thought I subbed it. There. There we go. Maybe make that not as severe. What do they call that? The septum, maybe? Like this part in here? I guess it is. Okay, cool. So ours is deviating a little bit in terms of shape, which I'm okay with. I'm looking at like distances here. We have more room from the, this point to, I guess it'd be here, but I'm okay with that. Same with up here on his forehead. Mine, it has the, like from eyebrows to where the eyebrow muscles stop is much higher. His is lower. I'm okay with that as well. So let's continue on. Maybe we just detail the heck out of that. Like scratches. We can come back and add alphas and stuff. Texture. Which could be cool. You know what? Let's see. Do I have anything now? That might do it. I might have to hunt for stuff. What do we have? What do we have? That might work. One of these two. Let's try this. Let's just see. Stamp tool. Oh, you know what? Put that on the own layer. When you add stuff to a layer as opposed to just the base, you have a lot more control over how that is represented. See how that is? Now I can lower that opacity. Yeah. Something like that. So that kind of works. I like that. We also need to add eyebrows, huh? Got a long way to go. Not real sure where these are coming from. These like wrapped pieces of hair, ponytails, whatever you want to call them. I gotta figure that out too. It almost looks like it's coming from the ear, which is kind of weird. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's continue on. Where are we at with that? So shape-wise, I'm good, I think, with the face. So I'm gonna bump that up. It's gonna go way up. 300. Remesh. Okay, that's okay. Smooth out some of these areas. Get that all figured out. Now that's a separate one. So we're just going to focus on the bottom portion of his face. So I'm going to crease this because I like the look of it. Where's that coming from? From this edge. And then he's got like creases here that are asymmetrical. It's going to be tricky to nail that down. He's got them here. It's kind of neat. I'd like to get more of a lip shown here. Whoop. I don't know. I don't like that. Maybe it's just that. We inflate that a little bit. I don't even know if I need to. I don't think I need to. Crease. I'm gonna leave it like that. Let's continue. More creasing. We'll add stuff here. Like, I feel like that needs something. All of this kind of textury thing needs stuff. You know, maybe a little clay even. Building that up. Same here. Here I'm not as wild about it, but crease. Whoop, what did I do? Bumped face groups. Just trying to build up texture here. For his lip. Okay. I think I can refine that even further. There. Let's continue. We'll add a little bit here. Not bad. Ouch. I like this little, I don't know which one to call that, pimple on his lip there. See if we can do that. Do anything? There we go. It's kind of neat. Turn off symmetry. Whoop. I didn't turn off symmetry when I made that guy. So now we need to, it's all right. Just build that back. All right, cool. That's looking pretty good. We can add some texture in here. That lip. Texture here. So we're really just building up like a lived-in face, you know? All right. at time-wise? About an hour. Let's see. Do I have... Yeah, we could add a texture even, maybe, to that bottom part of the of his face here, like I did with the nose. As long as it's on a layer, which it is. Let's try it. Let's see. I feel like that's too big. It's not bad. But I don't like what it does to the lip. So I'm going to do it in small batches, I think. Just kind of build all that up slowly. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to smooth out a little bit of that up here. Care for how crazy it is there. All right. So we still got, I got to figure out the eyebrows. And I may just take something like that to use as an eyebrow. It's kind of funny. Because I do like the shape of it. And it's simple. Yes, they are pretty bushy. Kind of dig that. Yeah. It needs to move over though. Like, mm-hmm. Well, I'm trying to figure out if I want to have it more up here. Yeah, I think so. Just have him coming off of his head a little bit more than anything else. Yeah. I'm also going to thin this out. Yeah. But shape-wise, I like it. It doesn't have to follow exactly what's there, but kind of am on board with that. This nose, I'm going to lower the opacity on that even further. It's distracting. All right, cool. So, what I want to do, just continue on. We'll build this. I wonder if I should combine. Maybe we should combine that top forehead with the bottom jaw. I'm just going to mess everything up. No, it's not bad. All right, so that should all be, yeah. So we can continue on creasing out stuff, adding battle scars. Before I do that, I think I'm going to add in some texture. Stamp. All through here. Let's try and smooth some of that out a little. It's actually kind of neat. And then let's crease. Go back to that base layer. Start to really hone in on some of these shapes. Whoa, too much. Inflate a little bit here. Some of these areas. We need to add more of that texture in here. See about creasing further. Really adding in some variety and texture to it, you know. Whoop. Crease. Where did the crease go? All right, that's shaping up pretty good. Still would like to add something a little bit more here for a lip. It's bothering me. Maybe it's just that. Yeah, I'm alright with that, I guess. It's kind of neat. Hmm. I don't know if I like that. Go back. I guess I don't need it. We'll go without it. All right. I need to mess with the ears, obviously. Add more hair. A lot more hair. Texture this. Let's just add some of these detail things, though. We'll do his nose ring, which is just a torus. Something like that, maybe a little smaller. And gold. Okay. That's cool. I need to add more creases and whatnot through here. And then work on the hair. I think what I'll do now is bump this up. Okay, does that work? Yeah. can just do the same thing we've been doing with the stamp tool. Adding some texture in there. All right. Let's get that roughed in. I'm just gonna steal this, clone it. Got them roughly same on both sides, roughly. A little bit bigger. Something like that. And then we'll work up the entry holes for that in a minute. Let's clone that. I wonder what all that little, I don't know what that is in between those two rings. Shrink this up a little bit more. Yeah. He's got like a really small one. It's kind of like a dirty one too. I don't think it's this, actually. I like this. Closer to the ear. It's like hugging that ear. Make that like a dirtier. Okay. It's cool. Yeah, I'm not wild about the beard now that I look at it. That's all right though. We'll figure it out. The rest of it's shaping up pretty good. Let's get some more of these going. That's a weird one, how that's in there. I'm just gonna leave it like how I have it. Not real sure what's going on with that one. The way the look of it. And then this guy, whoop. Clone. Move him up. Increase that one. Pretty cool. And we'll validate that mirror and move stuff around and whatnot, I think. But for now, it's fine. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just leave it. I don't know. Oh, I like this little ear cuff thing. I think we'll just do that as maybe a cylinder. Make sure that's not part of a, because he only has one. I'm gonna move it further down, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah, something like that. That'll be gold. Whoop. Cool. We can add all this kind of built up in here. And then subtract. Crease. I'm going to take some clay away from the inner ear. That'll help. There we go. All right. So we're in pretty good shape. I think maybe just one more video for this guy. I want to mess with this beard still. And I have all of this kind of detail stuff around his shoulders and these things hanging. But overall, I think he's shaping up pretty good. Let's see if we add a light. Yeah, see. That's looking pretty cool. What if we did a light quick? Like behind the ears to kind of to shoot through the ears. Let's see if we can do that just to see what that's gonna, how that's gonna affect things. Pivot. Oh. Yeah, see, I want it to kind of show through that ear a little. That's cool. So you get that idea. It needs fudged, but I think there's a lot we can do with this particular sculpt in terms of shading and lighting. When we'll get to that point, we'll probably do that next week. I might work on some of this hair off camera just to get it done and out of the way, so that we can focus on those kinds of things next week in the eyes. So yeah, not too bad. Is that with everything on? Looks like it. Yeah, everything's post-process, so that needs adjusted as well. But you get the idea. Not bad. So that's going to do it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. As always, please like and subscribe, and I will see everybody next week. Take care.